Hey, what's going on, guys? The Heart Pirates TCG, and I'm bringing you a fantastic game of myself actually playing against a Kid Mirror in top 8. Guys, the reason this match is very important is because I want to break down some very important concepts to actually winning games, not just for set 1, but for set 2. Ironically, I'm playing against the guy who taught me the Kid Mirror the night before. His name is Matt. He's a good player. I've talked about him in a couple other videos, but I was at his house. And he was just kind of teaching me like the do's and don'ts of the Kid Mirror, and turns out it worked pretty well. So here I am playing against the man who taught me everything I knew. Can I win? Now this is a best of 3 match, so it was a blast. It was a blast. Now let me talk about the Kid Mirror, but let me also just talk about like important aspects in general to winning tournaments, okay? And that's about resources. Okay, so if you see a lot of the times in Kid Mirrors, we will not even swing at each other's life. We will not swing at each other's life because there's no reason to give your opponent cards to defend their kid or to advance their strategy of killing you. Especially, like, you'll see this a lot with green and you'll see it a lot with red. Red, you don't want to give them resources to not only counter out and protect their cards they have on the field, but give them outs to cards that you already have. Like, you don't, if you can only lose to Shanks, like if you're only the only way you can lose is to a Shanks or a Rush Luffy, and they have 1 card in their hand, they're drawing into the second one, odds are they don't have it, right? But if you swing at their life 3 times and now they have 5 cards in their hand, well, guess what? There's a way better chance they're gonna have that Luffy. And it's very similar to this Kid Mirror too, right? You wanna think about it as in numbers. It sounds very dumb, I know, but like, for example, you swing at my life, I'm at 4 life to your 5. All right, now I'm at a +1 because I have that extra card to protect either my kid or get that Nekomamushi or play, get the law that I need to restand the Bonnie or the Okiku. There's a lot of different things I can do. If you swing on my life a lot, now I'm way ahead of you. Now I'm a +2, +3, +4 even, and then I drop that kid, and now I have 4 more cards to protect that card than you do. So it's just like an auto lose. So you want to be very, very, very cognizant of what you're actually playing on the field. Also, you want to be cognizant on what you're actually what's the word I'm looking for? What you're keeping rested and what you're not keeping rested. So he's gonna go ahead and a very important part of the Kid Mirror is to actually. A very, very, very important part of the Kid Mirror is to actually not leave any of your cards rested for them to swing at it easily with Hawkins or like their leader, because they don't want to attack your life anyway. The only way that they can really like kill your cards if you don't have them rested is if they swing at your life with Okiku, and that's a free card for you, and then they have to rest essentially 2 cards to kill that 1 card. So he's gonna swing at it. So he's gonna swing at his Luffy with Bonnie, or with his leader. I block it, and then I knew that I wasn't gonna be able to protect that Bonnie, but now he had to dedicate an extra blocker to that Bonnie, and I knew that it was a very important turn, so I needed him to have as little blockers as possible because I had a feeling that he had either another blocker in his hand or he had Hawkins in his hand, and Hawkins is a major card to stop the strategy. The best way to deal with Hawkins in this strategy is to just not leave any cards, like I said, rested, because then he's going to get free value. In fact, just like staring at him is much better than just like trying in a desperate attempt to get him off the field, because he's not going to swing unless he has value to swing at, like arrested Okiku, arrested kid, arrested a law, anything like that. So the Basil, as scary as it is, he has 3 blockers and 1 Basil, and I only have an Okiku. That Basil is actually not as threatening right now because I'm not scared of anything. Now, he does have an opportunity to play Kid at curve next turn, which is very worrisome, but right now I need to think on what I can do to make his board less severe, right? So the only way I can do that is to probably kill his blockers and then try to kill that Hawkins the next turn when he's less defended. So I have a few cards in my hand. I have it looks like, I believe I have either 7, I think I have 7 Dawn up, yep, and he has 6. So I swing 5 to his killer. Is he gonna take that? I think he's gonna block it with Capone. No, he just takes the killer anyway. I probably would have blocked that with Capone just because killer has that draw card effect, and it's just like I wasn't gonna swing at that. I mean, I might have swung at that killer anyway, so I'm not entirely sure. But Anyway, oh my god, and then I just pass. I passed. My hand was absolutely awful, it looks like. Or maybe it wasn't awful, but I just didn't have the cards in my hand. I didn't have the cards to like really deal with anything on his board in a sufficient way. So he's gonna put 1 on Hawkins. He's gonna swing 7 to my Okiku, and there's no way I keep that alive. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and save the Okiku, and then it looks like I'm in a very, very, very losing situation. Especially he has the Bonnie, he has double blockers, he has the Hawkins, so it's not looking good for old Heart Pirates TCG. And then what's even worse is he gets a law. He gets a law off the Bonnie, so that's like infinite value. Bounce back your own Ezo, you get a 2k counter, then you have like if you have a Nekomamushi in your hand, or like, you know, another blocker, like there, or no, Kiku, even worse. Oh, it's not good value at all. He's gonna go ahead and put 1 on his kid and swing, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take this because I'm in a losing position here, guys, and I need to get as many cards in my hand as possible to deal with his situation. So this is where he made another mistake. Now, it wasn't technically a mistake yet because he has 4 cards in his life. Or I swung at his life once and he swung at my life once, so we're actually technically at a 0. Like, you know, he gave me 1, I gave him 1, so we're even now, right? But the thing is, when you're in that much of a commanding elite, like that much of a commanding lead, like with his board, I have nothing on my board, so like you cannot risk giving me cards to whittle out of that board. I would have just passed. I literally would have just passed. Would not even swing at my leader because I'm in such a commanding position and you have no cards in your hand. So I'm going to play Nekomamushi. I'm going to start trying to whittle away his board. And I'm going to play Nekomamushi to rest that killer. And then I'm going to swing at the killer. And then he's going to block that with Capone. And like I said, so he should have done that last turn actually, because that killer, the other killer, was more important. And then I'm going to play, there's a lot of killers, I know. Then I'm going to play 3-drop killer and I'm going to snipe his Bonnie. So make him use extra resources. And then what else do I have in my hand? I have 4 Dawn up. What can I do with that 4 Dawn? I'm not entirely sure what I have. I see a Beppo in my hand. Oh, it's actually, I just end my turn. Guys, this is not a great hand for me, but I dealt with 2 pretty important cards on his field, so it's not looking awful. So this hand was a little bricky, but luckily Kid in the mirror match doesn't have the aggression, or doesn't want to play into the aggression to give you cards, so I was able to actually stall out until I was able to get cards to deal with his board. So that was actually very beneficial. If I was him, I would try to be maybe a little bit more aggressive after that last turn when I swung. Like, I literally passed with 4 Dawn, guys. Like, that is not a good turn, right? So he should read that and be like, oh, he doesn't have anything in his hand. So I would personally started to be more aggressive right there, and that's what he's doing right now. He played Law, he bounced back the Ezo, he played Okiku, then he played his second Hawkins, and I'm like, oh my god, like there's no way I win this. He has almost the Holy Trinity, right? He has a 5-drop blocker Law, he has Okiku, and then he has double Hawkins, which is just absolutely crazy. And guys, notice how he's not leaving any of the cards tapped, right? Any of the cards rested, because that's how he's going to lose. Like, he will lose if he just keeps giving me free swings, because I don't want to swing at his life, and he knows it. He knows it. So he's just being smart. He's playing smart now, but I think he's playing a little bit too safe. So now I draw into the 8-drop Kid, all my 10 Dawn, and I drop him. And I don't think I even want to rest him either, because he has double Hawkins. And then I feel like I'm gonna pass here. Yep, I'm sitting on the Punk Gibson here. I pass, guys. This is like, if I was him, I don't know if he should try killing me now, because now that he sees I have the 8-drop Kid, I don't think he should try to kill me. However, double Hawkins against 8-drop Kid, like that kid will die so quickly. Like, there's almost nothing I can do. So I don't even remember how I get myself out of this situation. I really just don't. He's sitting on almost a perfect board. If he had 8-drop Kid, I mean, this would be almost unbeatable. So he's gonna swing 5 at my life, not putting any Dawn up, which I think is a little bit weird. And then I remembered, oh, okay, like he probably has 8-drop Kid and wants to use like his effect, then Paradise Waterfall or something. So I'm gonna play Punk Gibson. In response to that, I'm gonna rest his killer. Like I said, I don't want to take too much life, and even if he doesn't swing, a lot, then I'm in a good spot. So I don't want to waste his opportunity to swing. If I'm just gonna, okay, now he's swinging for the moon. He's swinging for the moon. He's swinging 6, 6, 5, 5. I keep taking life, and then I actually trigger into a Paradise Waterfall, which on trigger can KO rested 4 cost or lower, which is actually a huge lifesaver for me, guys. I got pretty lucky with that. So then he taps his kid, puts a Dawn on him, and he's not going to play anything. He's just going to pass, but he only has 1 blocker here, guys, and granted, I don't have a lot of stuff either, but he has like almost no cards in his hand. He has like 3 cards in his hand, and I have like 8 or 9. So I don't really remember how I get out of this board. But I know he doesn't have a lot of cards in his hand to protect this kid, so it probably goes down pretty quickly from everything I can remember. Like I said, I haven't been swinging at his life, so I'm technically at a +3, which is actually very, very, very important in this situation. Guys, you always want to pay attention, not even just in the kid mirror, but pay attention to what your strategy is going to be going for the next turn, right? So if you're playing Kaido, you obviously, the strategy is, okay, how much Dawn do I have the next turn, you know, and like what can I do the next turn? You have to think like that with all decks, even if you don't have Onigashima. So if you're playing obviously Doflamingo as well, like, okay, what did I rearrange with Perona? Am I going to draw this card? Am I going to, you know, get this off the top of my deck? Always think about what you're going to do next turn before you even take life, right? So like if someone's swinging at 5 and you can counter out of it, but you don't know what you're going to be doing next turn, because like there's no clear answer, and like the thing that you could do is kind of bad, take that life. Maybe you draw into something that can actually give you the answers. And that's a huge pillar of this game that people don't realize, is like what are you going to do next turn? And if it's not good, if it's not like, and then, okay, so what are you going to do next turn? And what do you think they're going to do next turn? Okay. And if your plan is going to automatically get invalidated or lose to what they're going to do next turn, try to figure out another thing to do to win the game, because this game is unlike a lot of games like Yu-Gi-Oh and, you know, Hearthstone. It's kind of balanced right now, you know, other than like the blue-green matchup that's unbalanced, but it's kind of balanced right now, and there's ways to play out of people's like massive boards. I'm playing out of his right now. I put 4 on Kid and I swing, and he has to counter out of that one with Law. Also, guys, I'm not trying to say this to like motivate you guys into slow playing, but like when I swing 12 at your leader and you automatically take that hit with Law, it makes me think that you don't have any answers for a 12k swing. Okay? No answers for a 12k swing. So I'm going to play Bonnie. I'm going to search the top 5 cards of my deck. I need some value at this point. I need some, I'm not going to be able to get over this Hawkins, but I need something that's going to help me, or I'm not going to be able to get over this Kid, but I need something that will protect me against this Hawkins. So that's why I'm not playing any more of my Dawn, like aggro. Because if I play aggro, then I'm not going to have enough to protect this Kid, and I'm probably going to lose because I'm at 1 life to his 4 life. Okay, I play a couple more Dawn. I play this Killer. I put 1 Dawn on Killer, and I go ahead and pass my turn. Now he has 2 Hawkins and an 8-drop Kid against a seemingly unimpressive board. Now what he doesn't realize is that Law is going to help me out so much if like that Killer is automatically invalidated, because I have that Neko to rest him the next turn off of Law's effect to pick it up and then put it back down, and I'm going to rest your Killer. So essentially right now you have no blockers and no cards in hand. Look at the cards in his hand. He has like 3 or 4. He has like almost no cards in hand to protect that 8-drop Kid. So if I can live this turn, I think that Kid dies and he loses. So we'll see how it plays out. We're both at 10 Dawn, so it's not really a huge deal at all. He puts 2 on Hawkins, which is the right call, and then he swings. So he's gonna swing. He's gonna get rid of a ton of cards in my hand regardless. Okay. What I want to do here is I want to counter out of this one, because I know you don't want to counter out of the unknown. So I think about blocking, and then I say I'm going to counter, because what if I block here, I draw the card, and then he puts like 5 more on Hawkins and then swings at Kid. Then I just lose the game, right? So like you want to figure out what he's attacking with now, and if like in the unknown that he could attack with. He had a ton of Dawn up. He can literally get through my Killer, or get through my Kid, and then swing with all of his cards into my life, and I automatically lose. He swings again. I use Beppo. Like, I will not let you do a giant swing and break my board. You have to earn it. He swings at 9 into my 8. I block that with Killer. I draw a card. I'm running out of resources now. I think I only have like 5-6 cards in my hand, which for Kid is not a lot. And this is what happens. Exactly what I said, right? This is exactly what I said was going to happen. He's going to put a ton on Hawkins. He puts 4 on Hawkins. He's going to swing double. He's going to swing double at my kid. That's not a good sign, guys. That's not a good sign at all. So what do I do here? What do I do here? Now I'm representing Paradise Waterfall. I actually let that kid die. I let that kid die. I think this might have been the game I actually lost. So I beat Matt 2-1, and I thought game 1 I did win, but I don't see how I'm gonna actually win this game. So I think this might be the game that I lost. So either way, I don't think I really played bad at all in this game. So I'm still telling you the right ideas. I think I accidentally recorded over the game that I lost. And once that 8-drop kid went down, I think I realized that I'm recording over the wrong game. But this is actually the right game, because like you're not gonna win every game, right? But as long as you're playing with like proper strategy, you're gonna win more games than you're gonna lose games. Okay, so take this L with a grain of salt. I actually ended up winning and going into top 4. But this is actually super funny now that I think about it. Guys, I have a ton of videos planned. YouTube like did not let me post this video earlier today, so it's actually gonna come out a day later than it should have come out. So I apologize for that, but I'm still here, guys. I still love making videos. I'm actually gonna be wrapping up set 1 and be focusing more on set 2 in the next for the next few months. So this is gonna be my last set 1 video. If you guys liked it, please feel free to subscribe and like the channel. I lose here. I absolutely lose here. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Peace.